Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, police probing attempted arson at a garden house. Police are probing a case of attempted arson at a garden house, the seat of Jamaica's parliament, in downtown Kingston Saturday night. A representative from the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Network confirmed that the incident took place around 10:28 p.m. It is reported that two security officers who were on duty smelled a substance, and after checks were made, a minor burned to the front door of the building and a burnt plastic bottle were seen. The fire brigade was called and the fire extinguished. Police reported that there were no injuries from the fire and no damage was done to the building. The incident was also reportedly captured on surveillance camera. A motive for the attack has not yet been established. Health Minister injured after being hit from bicycle. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is now a patient at the University Hospital of the West Indies after he was reportedly hit from his bicycle by a car this morning. Information obtained from a senior government minister is that Tufton suffered a broken wrist. The vehicle was reportedly being driven by a popular entertainer. According to the senior government minister, Tufton's condition is not considered to be serious and that he is recovering well. Policeman injured in attempted robbery in Spanish Town, attacker fatally shot. A policeman is now hospitalized and an alleged gunman is dead following an attempted robbery in Sydenham, Spanish Town, St. Catherine this morning. It is reported that about 5:30 a.m., the corporal was on his way to work when, upon reaching in the vicinity of the Villa Palm Hotel in Sydenham, he was pounced upon by a group of men, with one of them being armed with a gun. It is reported that they intended to rob him. The gunman fired at the policeman and he took evasive action, which resulted in an exchange of gunfire. When the shooting subsided, the gunman was shot and his cronies fled. An illegal gun was retrieved from the unidentified man. The policeman also suffered a gunshot wound to his hand. Both were taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where the gunman succumbed to his injuries and the policeman admitted for treatment. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the incident. The Independent Commission of Investigations was noticed about the incident and it has launched a probe into the matter. St. Elizabeth Police seize firearm, 3 men arrested. 3 men were arrested after the police seized a 9mm Ruger pistol during a vehicular checkpoint on the Pedro Plains Main Road in St. Elizabeth early Sunday morning. Reports from the St. Elizabeth Police are that about 1 a.m., the lawmen stopped a motorcar with 3 male occupants. During the search of a bag around one of the passengers' neck, the firearm was found. The man and the other occupants were arrested. Their identifications are being withheld pending further investigations. Construction worker charged with robbing man of $700. A construction worker was arrested and charged with allegedly robbing a man of $700 on North Odeon Avenue in Kingston early Saturday morning. Charged with robbery with violence is 43-year-old Rayon Rennie of Ambrook Lane in Kingston. Reports are that around 3:30 a.m., a man was walking on North Odeon Avenue when Rennie grabbed his bag, which contained $700. Following the incident, the man made a report to the police. The complainant was then taken to the location of the robbery by the police and the culprit was pointed out. Rennie was subsequently arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. Man beyond belief after his son kills a 3-year-old in brutal street attack. As he prepared a meal for his jailed son on Friday, Philip Reddix was on the verge of tears. He wondered if he had been home 2 days earlier as scheduled, 3-year-old Asher Campbell would still be alive today. He also wondered what had gone so horribly wrong with his own son, 33-year-old Devon Williams, who is now charged with murder and wounding with intent. "Me still can't get my head round it," the distraught man told the news. "Him called me and said him coming to check me. I wasn't home. I had gone to Galena to deliver some things," Reddix added mournfully. Williams returned to Jamaica 2 weeks ago from the United States, where his mother lives. He has her last name. He's my second child. He grew up here before going to foreign. I used to send him to Iona Prep School. He never gave me any trouble. Quiet youth, said Reddix, his voice betraying a wistful yearning for those days. He said his son had been employed before leaving Jamaica, and he made a living from doing construction work when he was in the US. He proudly spoke of the regular trips Williams made to visit him in Jamaica. Then he turned up unexpectedly. It was when he was at the airport he called me to pick him up, Reddix told the news, adding that he was called because of the exorbitant amount his son was being told it would cost to charter a taxi to St. Mary. "I me pick him up, and him dey a good," he said. Asked if he was aware his son had mental challenges, he explained that Williams was fine until he was stabbed in the US. According to Reddix, Williams' friends had an altercation with a group of men who later showed up at their house. His friends were not at the house, only him. Knowing that it's not him and them have anything, he never ran. One of them stabbed him in his neck with a screwdriver. It looked like from there things don't go right with him, Reddix told the news. He stressed, however, that while his son was on medication after the incident, he showed no signs of mental disorder. His mother said he was good, Reddix insisted. He said when Williams arrived in Jamaica, his mother called to say her son had forgotten his medication and she would be sending them to him. Up to the time of the attack that left the child dead, the medication had not arrived. "My mother used to say, if one of your fingers spoil, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it," said a resigned Reddix. According to the Port Maria police, between 3:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Wednesday, little Asher was walking with her family members in Pajee when he was attacked by a man wielding an iron pipe and a knife. As they tried to stop the attack, the boy's mother and the 5 others were chopped and hit on different parts of their bodies. The injured include Asher's 9-year-old sister, who received a wound to her left hand, her mother, 45-year-old Philippa Walker, who received a laceration to her right hand, 58-year-old Philip Brown, who received stab wounds to his face and the lacerations to both hands, 61-year-old Michael Brown, who was hit in his head and on his fingers, and the 56-year-old David Chopper John Waugh, who is a newspaper vendor and a laborer. On Thursday, Waugh described the horrific attack. "I was delivering fish, and when I reached the yard gate to drop off the fish, I just feel a stab in my neck," he told the news. He said he turned around and saw a man he did not recognize. "Me see the man cross him hands like a Muslim, and then him say, 'Allah, Allah, I need to kill this man.' The man is a cultist," Waugh related. He said he later realized that his attacker, who continued to hit him, is the son of a man he considers a friend. "Me and the man's father were at the seaside in the morning. I'm a friend. We are fishermen and we good at sea, and now this happened," said Waugh. The attack has sent shockwaves through the usually quiet community and renewed calls for proper care of mentally ill individuals. 19 rounds of ammunition found in yard in Dunkirk. Some 19 rounds of ammunition covered with dirt were found in a yard on Saturday during an operation by a police military team in Dunkirk in Kingston. No arrest was made in connection with the seizure. The police reported that the team went to the area yesterday afternoon in search of wanted persons, illegal firearms and ammunition. During a search of a premises on Upper West Avenue, 99mm cartridges were found covered with dirt in the yard. Investigations are ongoing. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.